basic idea of Towards a Millennial Future is about the millennial adaptation to the human culture and its surrounding. It is about the core values of the millennials, its weaknesses, and its unknown future. First, we have the globally minded. It is the ability of millennials to understand the world in which they live. Its weakness is the inexperience of the millennials. Its unknown future is our common culture. Second, we have the collaborative. The collaborative is the effort in which millennials work together, and its weakness is the lack of discipline of the millennials. Its unknown future is that millennials only think for the present and not for the future. Third is the achievement-oriented. Millennials drive in passion to accomplish goals. Its weakness is millennials responding poorly to authoritarianism, or we have the highly creative. It is the millennial being proud of their achievements and accomplishments. Its weakness is the preferred values on business success. And lastly, we have the positive diverse. It is the creativity and drive innovation of the millennials.
In plain language, millennial future is unknown, unknowable, and unpredictable. It will be tumultuous and challenging as well as threatening to human culture, and therefore the human existence is possible, though not known with certainty. Fundamental reason, the CSR type bases itself a puzzling and indeterminate condition which, like all the preceding CSR phases, must live and directly experience to understand its functionality for both business and society. CSR founders in early 20th century had not had the slightest knowledge or awareness of today's internet and its digital technology. Given these uncertainties, one can only speculate about the CSR 5's place will turn out to be and what effects on human life and culture it may produce. Time will tell.
The speculative millennial future. So in this title, there are three key concepts that may possibly shape the millennial future that outline and briefly discuss under sustainability and generational changes. First is sustainability. It says here that in 1987 Brundtland report titled Our Common Future, it contains one of the first and most frequently quoted definition of sustainability. It says here that sustainable development is defined as progress that meets current needs without endangering future generations' ability to meet their own. It says here that it runs counter to all we know about past and present civilizations, let alone the immense global diversity of today's human culture. It says here that there can be no development or achievements in human civilizations if current acts do not compromise. For example, negatively affect future actions to meet needs.
Millennial is a person who was born in early 1980s and late 1990s and a member of Generation Y. Millennials will be the first generations to cope up with newly emerging challenges and opportunities confronting both business and society. In business, millennials will gradually assume overall responsibility for decisions and strategies of business firms operating within society around the world. We all know that millennials have been described as the first generations that grew up in internet age. So internet and technology is integral, allowing them to work flexibly, anytime, any place, and work ethic. The behavioral and attitudinal traits of successive generations in the US have been described in some details in Silent Generation from 1928 to 1945, Baby Boomers for 1946 to 1964, Gen X for 1965 to 1980, and Millennials for 1981 to 1996 in a hostel. Also, it is important to know the values, work attitude, and knowledge that will help to make decisions and strategies in business to make it more successful.
Perspective on corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is an essential idea in any country where global corporations are the foundation of economic growth. Unevenly developed across the 21st century societies, CSR has managed to infiltrate these following. First, corporate awareness and culture, stimulating stakeholder involvement, changing company strategy, expanding business vision, and last, striving to humanize economic enterprise.
entitled to ask whether CSR is a mainline or a marginal function of the business firm. Good arguments can advance on either account. Some believe that the economic effectiveness of the large corporate enterprise is put at risk by a CSR overload of rules, restriction, and unwarranted expectation. The CSR policies instruments in all cases are blunt tools, but especially so in CSR Phase 3 and CSR Phase 4, where the measurement of ethical accomplishment is imprecise. Values diversity frustrates the search for the managerial even-handedness, and the operational meaning of global citizenship is elusive, especially in socially diverse culture. The CSR Phase 5 exhibits even greater uncertainty given sustainability slippery attainment.
In a way, corporate social responsibility can be seen as public relations effort. However, it goes beyond that, as corporate social responsibility can also boost firms' competitiveness. The business benefit of corporate social responsibility include the following. First, strong brand image, recognition, and reputation. CSR adds value to firms by establishing and maintaining good corporate reputation and/or brand equity. Second, increased customers' loyalty and sales. Customers of a firm that practices CSR feel that they are helping the firm support good causes. Lastly, reduce regulatory burden. Strong relationship with regulatory bodies can help to reduce a firm's regulatory burden.
What is CR assessment? A CR or corporate social responsibility is a business method that encourages companies to consider and address environmental, social, and ethical issues in their supply chains. How do you conduct a CR activity? To conduct CR activity, you have to understand the benefits for social, set project goals, and the concept of putting CR to many different ways in the What are the purposes of CR assessment or activity? The purpose of this assessment is to communicate the CR activity to stop, and it will be needed to respond to understand the outcome.
The concept of corporate social responsibilities or CSR is generally understood to mean corporates have a degree of responsibility not for the economic consequences of their activities, but also in social and environmental implications. Here is some information about CSR. First, ethics. CSR include adopting humanly employee practice caring of environment and engaging in philanthropic endeavors. 2. Environment. Environmental CSR aims to reduce any damage effect on the environment from your business process. Activities may have focus on eco-friendly office and business travel policies. 3. Labor and human rights. Human rights are relevant to the economics, social, and environmental aspect of a company's activities. For example, labor rights require companies to pay fair wages affect the economic aspect. 4. Sustainable procurement. The integration of corporate social responsibilities or CSR principles into your company's procurement process and decisions while ensuring they still meet the requirements of your stakeholders.